everyone, welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 50. It's May 25th, 2026. We've got some really cool AI stuff to talk about today. Let's dive in. So imagine you have a favorite stuffed animal sitting on your bed. What if you could wave your hand and suddenly see that same plush toy starring in its own short movie, riding a roller coaster or exploring a beach? That is basically what Google just showed with a new version of its Gemini AI. Instead of only answering questions in text, this system takes almost any kind of input and turns it into moving video. You can feed it a photo, a drawing, or even a simple description, and it creates short clips that bring the idea to life. Think of it like having a magic camera that does not just record what you pointed at. It can invent entire scenes based on whatever you give it, connecting pictures and motion inside one single system. A journalist tested it by making videos of his child's stuffed deer going on vacation, copying a style from a Google ad. This matters because creative tools used to need expensive software and years of training. Now students can turn a doodle into an animation or bring an old family photo to life without hiring anyone. The results still have limits like short clips or slightly odd movements, yet the door for everyday creativity just opened wider. You can already try similar features for free in the Gemini app on your phone. Upload a photo of something in your room and type "make this object dance" to see what happens. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive. Today we are looking at why switching an AI between a fast mode and a thinking mode changes everything. Picture yourself solving a math problem in class. Sometimes you rush and guess the answer quickly. Other times you slow down, write every step, and catch mistakes before they matter. An AI can do the same thing. In fast mode, it grabs patterns it has seen before and blurts out a reply, which can lead to errors like mixing up facts about countries. In thinking mode, it pauses, checks the details twice, and reasons more carefully. The same way showing your work helps you spot swapped labels. Leaving the tool on default often means it uses quick guesses that can include stereotypes or wrong patterns. Switching modes makes the system take its time instead, and that is basically how choosing the right AI mode works. Not so scary once you see the steps. Let's move to some cool stuff you can actually try. A nonprofit in San Francisco's Tenderloin neighborhood started using robots to prepare meals for people who need them. They faced a shortage of human volunteers, so the machines now handle chopping, mixing, and portioning food. This shows AI and robots stepping into real community work rather than only making art or chatting online. Anyone curious about technology helping people can search for the Wired article on robots in the Tenderloin. Watch the linked videos to see the machines in action and get a sense of how they fit into daily meal service. Here is another quick experiment worth your time. The same Google Gemini system we talked about earlier can turn a simple photo into a short video clip right now. Open the free Gemini app or go to gemini.google.com. Upload a picture of an object nearby and ask it to animate that object in a new scene. Start small, maybe make a book flip its pages or a lamp dance, then build from there. Time for quick bits, the rapid round of smaller stories. Technology journalist Karen Hale points out that some big AI companies create scary future risk stories on purpose. She says this helps them attract more money and keep control, while real issues like job changes and heavy energy use need attention now. In another note, an Anthropic co-founder said AI models are starting to show signs of looking inward and having feelings. Yet the Pope's new document states these systems only copy human thinking without real understanding. It is a reminder that experts still disagree on how close AI is to anything like human experience. That's it for today. Remember, every AI expert started exactly where you are right now. If something we talked about today made you curious, go try it. That's literally how learning works. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and we'll see you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at Nera Network. Links in the show notes. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.